It's here for Niasho for Mobi Biara Kwaba once again about Pinax TV. So, in regards to whatever happened 4 years ago, which led to the death of Ahmed Hussein Swali, up to now, we've not got any clue or heads up to the crime. No, that thing which happened, Kamiako said, Nipa. People are even pointing or blaming him for the death. No, Kennedy compare Agyapong. It seems like he's not learning anything from these past events. Yes, we know. Me myself, I believe he's not a person who engineered or orchestrated that crime, but there are other people who think likewise. Because Omodrin said once Agyapong can say no, it be who quite Emma Bonibia, a person, a two, a brantian, a tono. It is in a Bible na can do bema ne ho kwan and as the name so about no beba undue. So people are saying Agyapong should be held accountable. Up to now, in regards to Ahmed Swale's death, no, it's unaccounted for. The BR police up and down, up and down. Therefore, this is the 4th year. Next year, the 5th year. If you don't take time, I will never find a culprit. But the police said they are working. Many can say breaking news Abeka and Air Parties, the multimedia group, which comprises of Joy FM, Love FM, Adum FM, Adum TV, Joy TV, I mean all their portals, multimedia, group, multimedia. They've sued Agyapong, and it's so shocking. Say, how would they sue Agyapong? Because you know, say Agyapong had a close relation with the state. So what happened? It's therefore now we any reporter na what the course so Kaka Mohammed yekunya yaya we ejurano ni nyina no course no parliament eka say they be because in some choir say akwa no can face the country woni ade and until they set up a committee to investigate the origins of the Ejura shootings. Any choir so that for a cook room they were pointing guns and shooting into the crowd sebi like they were in Koko sebi omo shuto the way they pointed the gun as a sebi omo yen Koko. And until they formed a bipartisan committee. We can't bipartisan and I'm a party say members from both MPP and NDC. Committee ni mun any friend journalist bakwa your friend Erasmus Donko. Now according to reports, ono di kan first and ono di kan a report say about what went on and the death of Kaka Mohammed, according to people no and according to even sources on no part say people mistook his words, which means the no come out for a tristan year say Kaka Mohammed no or can fix the country. Me wana Kaka Mohammed on can fix the country. So people are saying say and Papa Erasmus in some okokanye nuntino and people said say Kaka Mohammed I can fix the country one protest ni na sorry, but he said that his words were taken out of context. Now in some way, cause we saw people him trending on Twitter. Amount for workers say shame on Joy FM, say shame on Joy TV. In some ni na air course. And therefore, air course so na Agyapong had a chance to react to the issue, but in some kind and no ene akoyi neka. I'll be putting the court rate on the screens. Main person making bibia. No bia beka say hey, ubia ye ni counting time gidi say akwano boa. And ultimately two screen so I'm not going to read this whole thing, but we are going to go through some portions. And at the end of the day, you can know. So whatever we are seeing right here on this particular platform, creative for. As you guys can see on the screens, this is the rate of multimedia or Mofale against Agyapong. You can see the heading there, or say formal complaints against Honorable Kennedy Ohini Agyapong for threat against the life of Erasmus Asare Donko, a journalist at Multimedia Group Limited. Into read the rates no. Number 1, the attention of the Multimedia Limited and its journalist Erasmus Asare Donko has been drawn to a life-threatening comments from Agyapong, Member of Parliament for the Asin Central Constituency and the Chairman of the Defence and the Interior Committee of Parliament, has made about Erastus Asare Donko. If I said Erasmus from the beginning, the real name is Erastus Asare Donko. Erasmus. It is some more patches in comments be Agyapong can and a multimedia fuatia or written to a second paragraph. No sir. Also, these comments were made on the Attitude program aired on July 9, 2021 on the 2TV with television station owned by Kennedy Agyapong, and the content of the program was streamed live and widely published on social media platforms. Until your party says some Agyapong kind of account on a 2TV program here title and said the Attitude. In the said video, a copy of which has been attached, the Honorable Member of Parliament is heard raining insults and harassment Erastus Asare Donko, Honorable Agyapong also called for the serious beating of Erasmus Asare Donko. Tini 3 no and a multimedia for agents so EDSU in Japan. That is where the body of the whole thing is. A. Also called for the serious beating of Erastus Asare Donko. B. Asserted that we should beat the hell out of Erastus Asare Donko. And C. Threatened that if he, Honorable, were the president of Ghana, he would have ensured that Erastus Asare Donko is beaten mercilessly. In some way, you know, Japan, according to Multimedia, in the said video, I think it's a trend on social media. I'm patches in Japan, a quantity show no, or patches say Erastus Asare Donko, and some of what can ya a man for what Tristica say Kaka Mohammed can face the country form a man for so that for storm or shooting in Yamani Bimukrafa who would King Japan a Casan president Kobema Yabo Erastus Asare Donko no 2. Or part say Erastus Asare Donko no and was here shiny pa and too sure or say we should beat the hell out of Asare Donko and also no president will make sure they'll beat the hell out of him and also all of these things. 4. Honorable Japan launched the above scathing attacks and threats on Erastus Donko's life because of the journalist work that later undertook during the recent shootings and killing incident at Agyapong and his appearance before the Kingsley Commission Committee investigating the incidents. 5. Say, you may recall that sometime in the recent past, Honorable King Agyapong issued similar threats against Ahmed Hussein Swale, who at that time had undertaken some journalist works. Ahmed Hussein Swale was later horribly killed. And some parties say King Agyapong some work it was because of the Agyapong shooting na air koso and no na King Agyapong edi hu ebufu eko kan sense 17 no more parties say ebekaya emre bi etwem last year last 3 years muho King Agyapong went to make a similar statement against Ahmed Hussein Swale Yinjamaninka de hu ye de ete no na abrantie no ewu metwaso 6. In the above circumstance, we wish to file this formal complaint of threats of Honorable Agyapong against the life of Erastus Asare Donko and request that the complaint is investigated and Erastus Asare given the required protection. 7. Said, having regard to the status of Honorable Ohene Agyapong, the national security implications of the comments, and the lessons from the recent history of his similar comments, we are by copies of this letter informing the underlisted persons of the contents herein. We hope that the contents of this letter will be given to the urgent attention it deserves. Letter now courts no. They will also send a letter to various places. It was signed by Love FM, FM. By somebody they call the Chief of Staff, by somebody they call the Speaker of Parliament, by somebody they call His Royal Majesty Otunfo Seitutuho, by somebody they call Ashanti Regional Minister, by somebody they call Minister of National Security, by somebody they call the Minister of Interior Ministries. They call the Inspector General of Police. They call the Director General of the CI, that's the Criminal Investigative Department. Uyi and Nusifiwa. They will also take it to this place maybe body, you know. I think they included even foreign agencies. Or more part just say these agents almost human rights. Things are very soon to be on the screens. These agents almost human rights. They follow these things. No, they are the people who they send to share ourselves. The Executive Secretary, the National Media Commission (NMC), the President, the Ghana Journalists Association. 11. The Country Director, Media Foundation for West Africa. 12. The Human Rights Watch, New York, USA. Committee to Protect Journalists, CPJ, New York, USA. 14. International Federation of Journalists, FJC, Washington, D.C., USA. Therefore, so this is what happened now. So what to say, Multimedia is King Agyapong. This is what the whole thing is about. Honestly, I would say I'm not happy about these works. I think King Agyapong's works are harmless, but therefore, untimi nka harmless because obiti wono penipo ni biedi ebia Erasmus ya Erastus oni obi twa asase ho manso ebia Erastus obi afa ne ho adwenbone nti obi afa ne ho adwenbone no nipa na kase no ana King Agyapong kase no okoye bibi kra na the first person they will point fingers at is at King Agyapong. And I think King Agyapong being an honorable member of parliament, I was also chair the defense committee in parliament, he should know better. There are certain things he doesn't have to say. And yes, he has already born in, but ebe nyina ya se obi beka bibia na one day na say yeah that's sorry you see Erastus Yankopon Pengu we everybody is going to point fingers at you because it happened to Ahmed Swale and no cry and can one same way now we. And this is very, very bad because equally you also have journalists and people who are working under your service and your TV station. If somebody should say things which are very attacking and inhumane, and I say which are very abusive and life-threatening to these journalists, they will also take a similar action. And that is why the MP needs to desist from these things, because he's a good man, but at the end of the day, these works spoil his good name and the petty things he's doing to help the society. Regardless, we think say everybody has his own opinion. Maybe you might think say and I'm so not among for so perhaps let's call a spade a spade. Regardless to, you can also put in your comment your patch in the comment section below. Give you more updates as all of these various events continue to unfold in our beloved country, Ghana.